Do it.
Thanks for caring. This is my fourth body. I can handle it. What are the weirdest synchro issues you've heard of?
I only know cases from police files, and they're not very amusing.
I heard about a guy whose senses swapped places. Extreme synesthesia. He heard colors, tasted sounds, and reacted to smells like he could physically touch them.
I know what synesthesia is.
He was doing fine until he died in a garbage truck accident one morning.
Whoa, did it hit him?
No, he was standing next to it. The smells killed him.
Well, as for your issues, how did the last Icarite transfer go?
Why do you ask?
Well, did it go smoothly, or did you feel something along the way?
Apparently, we're unaware during the transfer, but... Damn, I remember the burning and itching all over my body. I thought I was going crazy. Seth, my partner, said something was weighing him down. He also knew a guy who felt like he was falling off of a cliff every time he changed bodies. That's probably nothing unusual. Don't worry about that.
Attention! Vehicle in a drift prohibited zone. Hands up! What are you holding?
This? Vitamins, officer.
I advise you to cooperate. What's your name?
Look, I'm just an ordinary citizen who doesn't want any trouble.
And what are you doing here at this hour?
Resting after I fucked up half the city with a train. 2 weeks ago? Maybe you heard about it.
I have his data. James Kara, badge number 984. He's Department of Mortality, but not active in the system.
Holy shit. It really is that psycho from the train.
One last time. What were you doing here in the middle of the night?
Can't you see? I'm drinking because I have a rotten job.
Shit. James, there's a bolo from the car from Icarus.
Hey, check that out.
How'd your vehicle get those marks?
Icarus dropped soot over half the neighborhood when it burned. Got my car, too. No point talking about it. Car runs fine, it's just filthy.
Shit! Bolo for a 99 Bluebird! Hands in the air! Don't move! Tow the car right now!
Scan the fucker. Hey! Do not move! Hands where we can see them!
Did you get rid of the evidence from Icarus? Look! They're gonna take us both in!
Guys, come on. Can't we just talk? One cop to another. Let me explain. I'm sure we can sort it all out.
James, you stupid cunt! Will you just shut the fuck up? You're making it worse!
We're placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Attention all nearby units. Burglary in process at the jewelers. Corner of 11th and 58. Floor 117. Repeat. All nearby units. Staff. Repeat. Burglary in progress. Corner of 11th and 58. Floor 117.
Ah, fuck this guy. Let's go.
Got us.
Did it work? Did they take the bait?
Bait? Did you call in a fake burglary?
Uh-huh. It was all I could think of.
Well. I'm impressed. Thanks for saving my ass. One thing, though. Cunt? Seriously?
I panicked. Okay, James. I'm no expert, but the universe seems to be telling you to go home.
You believe in science?
I believe it's 2 a.m. and I'm getting sick of you.
Wait. We still have... to talk about the investigation. There are a few things that bother me.
Well, keep it short.
I was thinking about the murderer. So how did our pseudo-revolutionary get past the velvet rope to Green and Icarus?
If you look at the pieces of the puzzle carefully, there's something about everyone that doesn't fit, right?
Exactly.
I think I know what it is. It's paranoia. You know the saying, the sleep of reason produces monsters? Put down the vodka and rest. It'll pass.
Sarah, I have a lot of demons in me.
Then take those demons home and put them to bed. Over and out.
Rachel! Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner. But I needed this conversation. And something told me she needed it too. Anyway, it was a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink. Like this. I still feel the festive atmosphere. We gather around the fire, sing songs, argue about politics. Thanks to this charade, you lie to yourself for another year that your life matters. Shit. I have to go home. Not good.
Welcome, Paula, Jane, Kara. I recommend immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck! Where are the fucking drugs?
You already know who the murderer is?
How did I...
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yes. But he's trying.
And when will you cuff me?
You want me to cuff you?
Don't you want to?
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die. Drugs should be in the kitchen. Or the restroom. Maybe upstairs. Damn, empty. I think I had...
In ancient cultures, the Moirai were an allegory of destiny. They represented the brutal laws that governed the world, and only exceptional mortals could gently influence them. No, that sounds weak.
There's nothing in this one either.
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there.
You look terrible lately. Try to smile a little, just a little bit.
Outrageous! No wonder people are slightest chance. Please tell us to stay at home. Good luck with that. The city is on fire!
Attention! The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module. Logged. James, Kara. Welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test.
Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe space. Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat. Our own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key to synchronization is the ability to put the past. You are at the peak of your abilities and career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue. Chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is 80%.
Maybe for you. In sports, a fraction of every percent counts.
Excellent. You've found a new purpose in life. Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. It seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No! I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? I had a chance to hit it, but my gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Powerful explosion. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing, and
about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try.
James, do you blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today. All right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected. James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think, I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
Kovalev had poison in his blood too? Like Green?
Do you have access to the CTC registers? It should be in there by now.
Checking. Roy, Park, Dean is there too, but no sign of Kovalev.
So we have another connection to Green. A final death. Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev's Zekarite never made it there, which means that this is another
final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damn good question. Let's check. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right? Of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green? They were obviously very close. On one hand, he was just a pawn.
You mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. You're right.
As the chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
Are you sure?
Yes, roughly. Actually, let's look at it from a different angle.
Good idea.
Sarah, this guy also built Green's building, right?
Built it? I mean, he added more floors to it. I don't think anyone builds buildings from scratch.
They still did that in my day. Let's follow this. That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know. Holy shit. So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
Sorry to say, but it looks like our old bastard is deep in someone's pocket.
But what did he really want? What did he need the plans for?
Your questions keep getting better. We missed something at Green's. Something damn important.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Ah, fuck you.
And don't wait for me with dinner.
After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas? Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
That's not what the map wants to tell me. fucking safe. Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
This is a refrigerator.
What? No.
A projector?
Pneumatics! Opens something! Quit screwing around! We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Let's check where you came from, Coven.
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
Where's this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him and the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Stairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look. Screens. Take that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
What happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day. Surprised to see you. Debauchery is your specialty. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
came toward the piano. Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. Bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. Attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. To run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. something or someone stopped him. Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company. Especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
Glass? A lot of shrapnel? Where did it come from? I'll get back to that. You? Here? Rachel would be disappointed. But I'm not too surprised. High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't you just keep the skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? Know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. It looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. Drake's star. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. 9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Wonder who painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Escape? Chewy toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it. Drake's blood. Maybe yours too?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead and burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? Get you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Katis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. But lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. Where? The beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. 9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? What does she have to do with all this? A recording console? I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. Let's see where you take me. Another. This must be a dead end. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Cables run deeper. Fuck. Not now. It's so close. Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. This body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. Never restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you!
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here.
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not Green. You can't buy me. The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? She lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. I've car here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity. Lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Cables for sure won't lead me to her. Stop complaining about my apartment. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Sarah?
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose. What is this place?
easy target.
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize you're making a huge mistake.
You mean me, right?
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
Sarah, at least give me something and tell me what's going on with... It was on purpose.
Oops.
How did you end up in this body? You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
Just spill it already.
Fine. You want it? Here it is. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. one night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
It sounded like nobody was looking after you.
You're on your own fast in the slums, because you can either afford children, or you can afford new bodies. Not both. I was ahead of my family by the time I was 15.
How'd you do it?
We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. A portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke. There was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. My body was auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
This is older than me. Tests from the beginning of the month.
What fucking emotions management issues?
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. I don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar?
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
So you're just lying to them?
Didn't you hear what I said? I do it for them.
Yeah, I heard. What if Taylor left you the same kind of will?
It's not the same.
Why not let them choose?
I don't know, honestly. How much easier would it be if we just died?
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's different. Trust me.
Why do I always do this? Sorry. Sometimes I think that might be better. We get our time here and we can use it, and then, even if there was no after, maybe here and now matter more.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes! The Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking...
I saw the name on the cabinets. They...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
As for determination, must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Want to get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious.
Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Come on, grow up. Who asks questions like that? Especially after all the shit we've seen.
71, Green Bank. Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora. The new project involves collecting bulbs and seeds and temporarily creating holographic facsimiles of all plants. The real, most exquisite specimens of flora will still be on display in the roof sections of the living museums. '71, Green Bank. Living museums. In response to the continuing needs of the populace, the government has taken steps to save our planet's natural heritage. Selected rural nature parks will become living museums. They will become a refuge for all endangered species of fauna and flora.
What an eyesore.
Bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients, which can resurrect any plant. plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
With Seth?
Sure. He was my partner. Why'd you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing an Icarite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Cops look out for their partners. He was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this.
About the environment as much as we care about the development and availability of Icarite technology. And so, as your president, I promise you this. On Mother Earth Day, April 22nd, 2088, we will reconstruct every plant down to the smallest and make cities bloom again. Not out of town, not in museums, right here on Liberty Island. I give you my word as president. The symbol of America will grow among proud trees. I see the future, and I give you my word, our future is green.
Bioresurrection. Scientists have...
What do you remember about the train accident?
Only scraps of memories. Fragments. I can't put it back together. And those fucking synchro tests.
What I wouldn't give to be able to go through them. You need time.
Thanks. I'd rather focus on the task at hand. What are these funny mushrooms?
Oh, they're great for your health.
Is that all?
And they help with desynchro in micro doses.
I'm not judging.
71, Green Bank. Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the...
Bottoms up. Past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. Some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one?
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears, but they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
You know my deal. No one stays on the right path forever. But maybe it's worth fighting to stay on it while you can. Otherwise you're left with nothing. Trust me. You know.
Guess I didn't expect words like that out of you.
Maybe you should stop before it's too late.
Yeah? Just let her rot in the bank? After what she gave for me?
After what Taylor did for you, maybe she wouldn't want you to throw away your life. You can start over while you're young. Trust me. At least by the time you turn 100, there's still a chance.
Fuck off.
Hey, I piss everyone off. I'm honest. Still, you can count on me. Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah?
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm. Can you fire up the board here?
No.
Do it the old way, then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?